Yo, what is up? Welcome back, everybody, to another trading stream. This one a night stream. Welcome in, everybody. We are going to have a good session. Hell, we're going to have a great session. Yeah. Welcome in. What's good, Ankh? Sorry I'm late, y'all. Sorry I'm late. Kind of slipped. I had something going on. But yeah, no, we're here. We're here. Yeah. We here. All right, we're about 4 minutes out of the Asia Open. Didn't go live this morning because we just recognized pretty early on it was just a slow bleed up day. I mean, we opened out above those Friday highs. It was just a super strong open, and there's room to the upside, but just wasn't a ton of volume in the market. All right, let's see what the Asia Open looks like here. Go over some structure on the hourly. Welcome in, everybody. What do you think about NQ buys? Let's take a look. I mean, look, it's not my strong suit, but really, whenever markets get, you know what I mean, very extended like this, I don't love to be buying. I know it's silly, but it's not so much that I don't want to buy. I mean, there just hasn't really been a quality dip buy opportunity like the entire session, really. Last session. But yeah, markets are up and higher. Up and higher. A hell of a lot higher. Finally out above the range. This is pretty much a 900-point rally with pretty minimal pullbacks. I think the deepest pullback we've seen. I guess this was, I mean, yeah. Out above the range. Like today we had, was that today we had a 100-point pullback? I guess that's a decent pullback. Yeah, what's up, Sid? How you doing? All right. We'll be closing in on NQ all-time highs in the future, in the near future, probably 450 points off. Next key resistance level is up into 270s, so I mean, we got a couple hundred points here. Now, how does the move from the breakout of this range? How does the move from the breakout of this range into the next high look? That's really the question. If we can identify how this high into this high looks, like, is it just going to be a very quick and painless 300-point rally, or do we rebalance, find some more structure, and kind of like climb up, staircase up, or is there a bigger pullback? That's now the question, right? These markets are obviously bullish. But if we can figure out how we get from point A to point B, what's the path of least resistance? How can markets respond? I do know we were on the back end of a 1,000-point rally. So, I mean, if I could find a really good sell opportunity, I might take it. Not to see these markets turn over, but just to see kind of retest of levels of support, really. No, we in Asia? Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, there's definitely been some euphoric price action to the upside. All right, Asia opens up here. Asia opened up with a little 30-point run into the open. $30 points off of the session highs, previous session highs. Last time I shorted all-time high, blew my account. Yeah. Let me get two charts up here. All right. So we're starting this session off about 20 points lower. 20 points lower than previous session highs. But yeah, I mean, look, today was it was a bleed up, but it was more sideways. There was a ton of range today. Like I actually just took shorts today in the previous session. I only took shorts and I was still green, even though we just bled up. It's just because we had a lot of swings. You know what I mean? You have a lot of opportunity still because yeah, it's a bleed up, but there's opportunity. There's definitely opportunity. Like I only traded to the short side today, and still was green. I only took one or two trades, but yeah, I mean, range to range. Now we're out and above. We are breaking to the upside, but it's not. Obviously, today wasn't a sprint, just kind of a slow crawl up. So, I mean, if this market wants to kind of bleed up, but still give us decent ranges to trade back to the downside, like today was a good example of that. Like you could get short in this market, maybe on this pin, cover at support, right? Maybe this is another pin, and you can take this back down for a retest of support again, or a retest of previous resistance, right? Like there's opportunity for sure. If you're a trader like me who maybe is a little not as eager to be taking this market higher, you know what I mean? Not as eager to be taking dip buys on it. Would you say you're a millionaire? I could say that, but I'd be lying. Could say that though. Let's see. So the ceasefire is what in place, and nobody's breaching, and everybody's happy. We are ceasefire in place. Nobody's breaching, and we're all happy. Iran just took it like a good boy. Pretty much. Pretty much. Do we think that's over? I feel like that's to be determined. I don't know if that conflict is totally in the rear view, to be honest. How you survive the madness today? I didn't really trade today. Um, I took a couple shorts on like a Tradeify account. I was locked out of this account. I hit my daily loss limit on it last night, which I was a little pissed about. But I mean, somewhere in here was last night. I was like, I think I was trying to take this market short. I forget exactly where. It probably was somewhere here. I was trying to take this market short. Just used too much size. It popped, stopped me out. But it's for the best. It was for the best because we ultimately ran a hell of a lot higher. Like it would have happened anyways, I guess is the argument. Like I would have hit my daily loss limit anyways, even if this trade did work out. Maybe, or maybe I wouldn't have, but. All right, Asia opens up. We'll pop to 30s. Not a ton of follow through. Current support lies just under 400 here on NQ. That neckline of a range. Like I said, I would be open to the idea of a possible range trade. If this session wants to act kind of similar to the New York session we had earlier today, I mean, we ultimately did close higher from the open, but there was plenty of opportunity to take that market to take that market short. It was excruciating though. But yeah, there's been some ranges here. There's been some ranges here. You just have to actually get good entries on the short. You can't take shorts and you know what I mean. You have to take shorts on like extreme swing highs and have tight risk. But you can execute. Gold about to break session highs. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I would be open to gold if it wasn't. I mean, it's at hourly support. That makes sense. The price action on gold has been so heavy that I'm not interested in it at all. At all. Now we can come back up and reclaim 3,400. Losing that level was just very bearish. We lost a key level in 3,400. This is where you wanted to see gold on the retest kind of hold a higher low, right? Higher low, higher low. This needed to hold that final higher low for the push into the all-time high, and it didn't. And now it's that neckline of the hourly range with triple top, really heavy resistance. So we might have, yeah, some respect at this hourly support and get a bounce, but and especially with NQ closing at an all-time high, I feel like gold maybe retreats a little bit lower. A little bit lower. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch gold. I haven't really cared for the way gold's been trading. Gold's been not trading nice in my opinion. Not been trading nice. I really would be open to some range trades today. Probably to the downside. 450's current highs. Let's see how this looks on this higher low attempt. I've been getting great entries on gold. Oh, you're probably trading it short then. No, we have some demons that trade gold in the Discord. I mean, just killers. Just like really great gold traders. I find if I'm trying to trade gold, I mean, just like anything, if I'm not super patient and I wait for an overreaction to one side or the other and trade the reversion of that, I don't do well. I don't do well on it. Like if gold markets really started selling off hard, I would be a dip buyer for reversal, and I'd probably perform pretty well. But I always seem to miss those moves. Gold, yeah, oil. Like nobody expected oil to sell off so damn hard. I think oil has some very bearish structure on the hourly, if I remember looking at it correctly. Let's take a look. Yeah, we just had like an absolute pin candle. I mean, just a killer candle. Ugh. I mean, just killed. You know what I mean? That's incredible. That killed a couple people, I'm sure. I mean, it's all the way back down to where the rally originated. I call that like an order block, right? Where this entire rally picked up, we have now had that rally, inverse that rally completely with a hell of a lot of weight. Almost, you know what I mean? Just so much weight. Sold it all the way off 15 points. That just looks horrible. That just looks horrible. I would expect crude under 64 sometime this week. I would be open to a trade on it. The thing about it is this range is so wide here that first of all, I wouldn't use a ton of size because like bearish structure is bearish structure. This is very bearish structure. Came in triple top, sold the entire rally off, and now we're pinned at the lows with total buying exhaustion. There's just no buyers here. So I would be open to it. But, I mean, there's so much range this can maybe pull back into just for a retest, if anything. Right? If we want to pull back and maybe retest this previous level, we could do that. It wouldn't necessarily invalidate the bearish structure at play. But at the same time, you have to have the what do they call it? The canoles? What do they call it? What's Spanish for balls? Cajones. You got to have the cojones to hold it 500 ticks. You know what I mean? Or be patient enough to wait for markets to bounce. But yeah, no, right now it doesn't really look like it's bouncing. I guess you could try it short with a stop out above these highs. 67. Now there's a decent chance we can get to 67, put in a false high above 67, then pin and sell back in, and it wouldn't necessarily be bearish either. But anything out above 67 for a stop is kind of like okay. But yeah, no, crude looks just so bad. So bad. Cajones. Now, the question is, let's see. Okay, so this is the 4 hour. Okay, so when was that big sell-off? Was this the missile strike? So 4 hour, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so we've been in a 2-point range. Okay, so get this. Just put it this way. We're talking about price action, right? And how you can read it, right? So first of all, a rally that completely gets inversed is horrible. Whether it's an inverse to the upside or an inverse to the downside. And you typically do get follow through out below where the rally originated from when you get just complete inversions like that. Second thing I was going to say, we're talking about price action. This is a 15-point sell-off. Y'all like the lines, right? This is a 15-point sell-off. 15-point sell-off, and then we get, this is 4-hour chart, so 15-point sell-off, and then we have 24 hours of a 2-point range. Like, that's just really exhausted buyers. Really exhausted buyers. How do you know it's exhausted buyers? Because of all the wicks up top, right? And plus, it's on the back end of, once again, a 15-point sell-off. And then you talk about the order block it came off of. This is where the rally started, right? And then we had a 15-point runoff, and sellers took it all the way back down. What motive is there for buyers to... Yeah, it's at support, but on the back end of this bearish structure, what motive is there for buyers to actually step back into crude? So yeah, no, you could get short on crude, and I would probably look to do so, but I would need to see some sort of bounce attempt and a lower high get put in, probably sub 70, and then I would take it short. But to hold through like 2 points in crude is pretty decent. And so right now, as long as it's holding this range, you know, it's too low. It's too low for a short entry is the argument I'm trying to make. It's just too low. Too low. But it does look horrible. It does look horrible. Okay. All right, we're back to NQ, looking at eyeing NQ up. I really would like to see NQ try to hold range. Try to hold range this session. I think we've had an incredible rally. I think it's probably, I wouldn't say close to the point of exhaustion, but I think at the very least, markets could try to just, at the least, be a little bit flat tonight. We were definitely flat in the New York session. So I don't see why we can't kind of flatten out. Even if it's just a bleed up, there'll still be opportunities to trade a range. Yo, what's good? Aaron in the house. I just missed you. Appreciate you, man. How you doing? We got to get a stream going, man. I'll stay up late. I'll stay up late one day. When can I stay up late? I'll figure out a day, stay up late. Get the sleep schedule figured out. I do want to try out a couple London trading sessions. I do. I've traded them a handful of times when I just stayed up late through a trade. And yeah, no, we definitely get some nice moves in London. I haven't traded it enough. Bet. All right. If the session is super choppy and you don't see anything, how long will you stay on and stream trading? I guess we'll find out, huh? I'll tell you what. It's probably not. It's probably not a good testament of uh discipline, but I don't think I've ever done a stream and didn't take a trade. Even if I throw on just a couple micros, I think it. You know what I mean? And even if the markets are choppy tonight, the thing is, if I can come into it recognizing that the markets are going to be choppy, and I don't get totally proven wrong, then there's going to be some opportunity there. As long as your mindset is in line with the market, whether the market's going up, going down, going sideways, doing backflips, as long as your mental is matching it, that's really at the end of the day, there's a couple things, but as a trader, like to have your mind completely in sync with the market and be in that mindset is just it's probably the most important thing. Probably the most important thing. They call it flow state or trading in the zone. Yeah, play the range. If I can identify it's a range, if New York session was a range, and we already are on the back end of 1,000-point rally on NQ, you know what I mean? Then yeah, we'll see if there's a setup here to take it. And y'all know I'm a little bit more of a counter trend trader too, so. I took longs on the second attempt to break MNQ opening low, 22,388. Yeah, well, it's a damn good entry right there. It looks like up like 50 points. Were you able to take a payout on top one? Nope, I was not able to take a payout on top one. No payout on top one. And I won't say anything bad about any prop firm, but I do know that they were like their whole thing was that they really fast payouts, and now I think it's like a 3-day wait after you request a payout, and their rules are just horrible, just horrible, in my opinion. In my opinion. You bought a few more straight. No, no, I didn't. I appreciate you, Sid. Let's see. Asia opened just opened up 20 minutes ago. Right now, just bleeding higher. We need to get into the highs of the range to see if we do hold off. Right now, we're at neckline right now, so not much we can do. Okay, guys, I do have an update for y'all. We'll be on Top Step TV on Friday. Friday at 1 p.m. Central will be on Top Step. So that will be fun. That will be fun. Let's check on some other markets here. Whenever I say check on other markets, I mean gold and NQ. I can't check on crude. I don't pay for the data. I feel like paying for 3 data packages would probably be a little too much. Plus, to be honest, I just never trade gold. Or, sorry, crude. Bitcoin does look good. I would want to break down Bitcoin. And it's kind of pointless because I can't even trade Bitcoin on the live account. But Bitcoin does look very good. Bitcoin does look very good. Now, Bitcoin, this is a market I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on here. Bitcoin was into the all-time highs. This looks almost as good, if not better than NQ at the moment. And I'm going to talk about price action and market structure, and I guess many would argue that Bitcoin doesn't respect any of those things. But I would argue it does. And Bitcoin's just looking very good. Very, very good. This was all the consolidation. This is all consolidation that we saw. This is the hourly chart, by the way. This is pretty much the level that we saw as this market approached all-time highs. So we came down, and the initial support was that 102, 103 level. I guess we had a sell-off with the Iran drama. Beautiful response at 99,000. Broke back above the key level at 100,000. And now we're just at, once again, at previous support. So if we keep off of this low and we find support off 104, 105, I would look to take it to that next level 110, 111, 112, and then we're into all-time highs before you know it. That's a market that really does look good. Really does look good. I really wish I could trade Bitcoin on my live account. I really do. I can trade Ethereum, but I think Ethereum is like a penny a point or some shit. Plus, Ethereum's just not as strong as Bitcoin. You drinking alcohol? I'm having a few sips, yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all being in the stream, man, and hanging around. Listen, think of it this way. This couldn't have been any worse than the New York session. Like, this is pretty much on par with how bad the New York session was. So here we are. Can you talk to the risk management? I don't know why they don't. Yeah, maybe I'll ask when I'm on live, when I'm on Top Step TV. I'll ask. I'll ask. I understand not being able to trade a Bitcoin mini, but micro Bitcoin, I think, is only a couple $1,000s a margin. I don't think it's that. I don't think it should be. I don't know why you can't trade it, really. Blowfin? What the hell is Blowfin? There's a Bitcoin prop firm? Bitcoin looks really good. I have 1 in the morning. Gotta be up in 5 hours. Okay, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for tuning in. Gold's breaking out above 41. Oh, you said you trade Bitcoin and yeah. Yeah, I don't really trade it often. In fact, I don't think I've traded it ever. But I was traded a couple weeks ago when we were at all-time highs, and I like it now. So I would be interested in trying to get into Bitcoin. Like, can we consider this the high of the range, or we're just still a neckline? Like, yeah, there's a level here we could reject from and come back into the lows, but even still, I mean, we're already 15 points off that entry, so you gotta be quick, man. You gotta be quick and kind of precise with it when it comes to trying to trade a range. Not too quick, but, you know. Good morning. How you doing, Salo? Good morning, Salo. I lost badly today. Sorry to hear that, brother. Are we trying to short it? What are we looking for? I'm looking to see if NQ, as we approach the high of this range, kind of what the price action looks like, kind of out above the highs here. I would love to just take range trades today. And then mentally, I'm set up to take range trades today. The structure calls for kind of a rangy night. If we follow any kind of principle of what we saw in New York session, we should just kind of range a little bit more. Maybe a bleed up, maybe a slight bleed down. But I'm kind of assuming the markets are going to open a little bit on the flatter side tomorrow. Maybe a little bit higher. So I'm kind of just waiting to fill this range out and see if I can maybe try to take this market short. All right. Once again, the highs of the previous session was 450, so we're about 20 points off. When it comes to range trading, if you do see me take this market short, I'm gonna float a stop like 20 points above the previous highs, because we can break. And once again, if it's a range, we can break. But as long as we don't start to break out 20, 30, 40 points, then it's still a pretty rangy market, right? So, but we'll see what this looks like into the 40s here. Got to give some cushion for the pushing. Do you go shorts or longs in the range on uptrends? Well, typically on an uptrend, if you are going to take the range trades, you would want to trade it in the direction of the trend. So you would hold off on taking the sell here and taking the buy here. But in a market that was a little more flat today and pretty extended to the upside in the short term with no real structure in between the entire move, like we just haven't had a ton of opportunity to rebalance much all the way from these lows, 1,000 points higher. You know what I mean? Then we'll take it both directions, maybe, in my opinion. Because just the bare truth is, the higher and higher this way. And I know it's like, oh, don't catch a falling knife to try to guess the top. I'm not trying to guess the top. I'm going to be trying to take scalps out of the range with 10, 20 point stops and 10, 20 point TPs. But, what was I saying? Yeah, just the naked truth is that these markets will have, I'm not going to say a crazy pullback, but there will be some rebalancing. We're already out above this range, starting to kind of range again, right? Out of one range, starts to range again. It was a clean move out of the range, but now a little more rangy out and above the out and above the previous range. So we'll see. I think I'm only interested in trading Thursday. Why Thursday? What's going on Thursday? Yeah. Trading the range back to support. Okay, let's see. I mean, that makes sense. This is about your high. It's more 430s than anything. This was a little bit of a pop out of that, but the most respected level is that 430 at the moment. So yeah, if we reject it, should be here, but we'll see. This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa. Woo, Asia opened up and we've just been in a tight 20 point window here. I'm not too upset about it though. I mean, this is I'm not gonna say this is better than what we saw in the New York session earlier, but this is, you know what I mean? Is that line the VWAP? Yeah, this is VWAP here. This is VWAP here. But yeah, this is VWAP. Markets are lethargic right now. Totally lethargic. Yeah. How do you use VWAP? You can use VWAP if you're in a trending market. You can use VWAP most commonly as a level of support. You can use VWAP if markets are breaking out. If there's not a ton of price history. Hey, get off the counter now. Get down. What I was saying is if you have a breaking out or a trending market, you don't have a ton of market structure to look at, and say we're into a new all-time high, for example, like we might have on NQ in the future, then you would use VWAP as like a trailing support, because institutions transact in VWAP. Love your mustache. Do you really? I was trying to grow it out. I can't tell if it's looking like hobo or not. I feel like it's looking hobo. It's looking hobo, I think. I can't grow a beard, though, so it's this or nothing. If I can't grow a mustache, I'm cooked. If I can't even grow a mustache, I'm cooked. You know? General or session anchored? It's just regular VWAP. I know I've heard a couple things about anchored. The VWAP is an intraday indicator. So every session, the VWAP resets. Why can't you grow a beard? I literally just don't get hair. You see the little, you see this? Like, I can grow this out. I can grow the side. Here, I can't grow. And if I do grow the side, it doesn't look good. You know? Just doesn't look good. So Anchor VWAP is session based. I don't know what the. Yeah, patchy pretty much. I don't know what y'all. I know I hear people talk about anchored VWAP. All I can tell you is I don't use anchored VWAP. I just have regular VWAP, and it resets. It resets. At every session open, it resets. Like, you see how this just went up, like, boom? It's because the session opens here. And so it gets pulled, and now we're reset. Now we're reset, and we're trailing. All right, sets, it's here. So, I mean, I guess in a sense, it's anchored to the open, but it's just because it's an intraday indicator. You just need a good pomade. Dude, I used rosemary oil. I used minoxidil. We might get it back into the lows of the range, which, I mean, yeah, I guess that's, maybe we should have gotten the short there. I mean, I was kind of waiting to see it a little higher. Maybe a weak break above the highs and then sell it, but yeah. I mean, I guess there's an internal level here that has been respected as resistance, that 30s. But at the same time, I mean, this rally was right at the Asia Open, and it was off the back end of like a 40, 50 point move off support. So I don't know. I do want to take the range trade. That to me still kind of looked like it was at neckline of the range at this point. It was. But yeah, there you go. It's respecting range as of now. 20 points lower. We'll see. See if it holds 400. She's a slow one tonight. We need Iran to pull some shit, Loki. Just kidding. Above VWAP equals bullish, below equals bearish. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Good simple way to look at it. Good simple way to look at it. Say what? I pushed all time. I blew my damn mind today. Pullback would be rational, but that doesn't exist. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. How much in payouts you got from Top Step in total? 70,000. I think. If I could just come in, I swear I'd leave. Yep. I mean, here's the thing. My mental is totally in sync with, yeah, it's going to be low volume, a little choppy. So there's ability to execute. But goodness, you would have to be very patient taking the sell at 30 and waiting for it all the way come down. Probably cover it 400. Have you taken any trades so far? No, I haven't. We're waiting. We'll get some. They let you pull 70K before they decided to make you go live. It's not bad. Yeah, they didn't even decide to take me live. It's just you go live after 5 payouts, so. Yeah, I think he testifies again tomorrow. He doesn't say much. I'm not too worried about that. It is kind of fun to listen to, though. No matter the quantity? Say that again, I'm confused. No, it doesn't matter the quantity. After 5 payouts, you get live account. Doesn't matter the number. It doesn't matter the dollar amount of the payouts. It's just after 5 payouts, you go live. He deflected a lot of questions. A lot of their questions are stupid, though. A lot of their questions are so stupid. I mean, he always is deflecting questions. His whole thing is we're gonna hold interest rates steady until we see the core principle of 2% or lower inflate. You know what I mean? It's just the same recycled thing all the time. So if we get 5 payouts of $600 each, then I go to live. Technically, yes. If you get 5 payouts of if you get 5 payouts of $200, you go live. But the question is not whether you go live. I mean, yeah, you'll go live, but it's like, to what benefit to you would that be? You know what I mean? Because once you know what I mean? Once you're live, there's a whole there's a whole bunch of different obstacles. You got to deal with real-time slippage. You got to deal with, you know what I mean? Things like this. You got to deal with loss limits. You have to deal with, just things like that. So I wouldn't suggest doing that for sure. I wouldn't. Smoking cigarettes again, but I only light a few. You on Top Step Instagram? Am I? Ah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Yeah. Gotta love it. Ah. Yeah, guys. Anybody just joining in? Look at me. I'm teary-eyed. You guys want to know why I'm teary-eyed? Because I had a bowl of noodles, hot as hell. Listen, we'll be live on Top Step TV on Friday. This Friday at 1 p.m. We'll be live Central Time. 1 p.m. Central Time, live on Top Step TV. Any benefit of live? Uncapped daily payouts is the benefit of having a live account. Some would argue that it's a con, but it may be a benefit if you know what I mean, that there's risk parameters in place which can restrict you but also can help you. How do you determine how much you take out? What do you mean? When the king is down, is all alone. Someone new has got his life all figured out. How much do you determine to take out from Top Step? Take out however much you want to, bro. I don't know your. Hey guys, I think I like the Asia streams more, dude. I gotta be honest. When I get on in the morning, I'm tired as shit. It can be 10, 11 a.m. I'll still be tired as shit. I just have more energy on during the night streams. Maybe I'll move to. Maybe we'll just do night streams. Just take out however much you want, bro. I don't know how to answer that for you. I mean, take out is, you know what I mean? I don't know what bills you got, and I don't know any of that. Can you blow a live account? You sure can. Many have done so. Do you owe them afterward? If you blow a live account, do you owe them money? Heck no. That's a good question. No. Here's the thing, guys. You will never owe prop firms more than whatever the hell you paid for the eval or the combine and the activation fees. You'll never owe them a fucking dime, like, ever. I don't care if you run a balance up to 100K and lose it all. You will not owe them anything other than, that's, you know what I mean? That you'll never owe them anything. Neither had something that hit me so strong. Funded Next has a ton of rules. I'm not really. Look, I mean, I went out there and I tried a couple and I blew a lot. I tried a couple firms and I blew a lot of firms. I know which ones to stay away from now, for sure. Funded Next I haven't used, but I do know that they have a lot of rules. A lot of weird rules. A lot of rules that are worded. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word. Y'all know what I mean. Just like if they said whimsical trading or gambling like behavior, like, you don't. It's impossible to look at somebody's trading. I mean, it can be obvious, but it's impossible to, like, because you would truly have to put yourself in the mind of the trader to understand what's whimsical to them, or, you know what I mean? Like, everybody trades different. It's just, how's your TBT account doing? I'm not gonna lie, I love TBT. Currently having issues getting my data updated. I have like 2 or 3 accounts ready to go, and I can't get the data updated to save my life, and I don't know how. I went on Tradeovate, tried to upgrade my data. It's just, like, not working. It's a pain in the ass. But that's not TBT's fault. I even had that issue. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I had that issue with my funded futures, but they got me sorted out pretty quick. I don't like the data shit you have to deal with. It's pretty annoying. I'm on my 3rd combine. I had an XFA, but blew it. So now I'm just... One sec. Gonna hold back from revenge trading. Be patient. There you go. Just be patient, man. I think if everybody's a little more patient, even me, myself, like, if you can just be more patient sometimes, you'll notice that you're trading so much better. Like, I could sit here and watch and watch and watch and watch, but if I'm not patient with my entry, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Like, it should be obvious when a setup shows itself, you know? Should be obvious. I'm on my 20th combine. Those are rookie numbers. I think I've probably gone through 100 combines. Is DBT customer service alive? Oh, dude, they are. They took a second to get back to me. That's like their only downside is that damn customer service right now. What's annoying is I waited like a week and a half. I still would suggest them. I think they're really good. I've never had an issue getting a payout with them. But I waited like a week and a half to get an email from them, and then I got it, and then it was like, it was an email where like she sent me something. We're talking about the data, and then it was like a question. I forget the wordage exactly, but we're trying to figure out the data. Then she like sends me an email, and she's like, "Oh, well, have you tried?" Just like a question that I'm gonna have to answer in a reply back that isn't making any progress on the situation, and then I'm gonna have to wait another week till she gets back to me, type thing. You know what I mean? Like that. Like as soon as I saw how she put it, she was like, "Oh, well, you have tried. Let me know if you tried this. Does this work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send an email back to you. Then it's gonna be another week and a half till I hear back from you. I'm never gonna fucking get these eval accounts fucking going." I didn't even respond to the girl because I just know it's gonna take a while. I've got so much shit going on. Is it plugged in? Is what plugged in? Woo! Just a waiting. I know. They used to have they used to have that little chat box on their website where you could actually talk to somebody, like maybe pre-market you could get a hold of somebody. But I don't even think they have that now. I don't know what the hell is going on. They need to hire some people. I will say though, I never had a single issue getting my payout from them. Never had an issue. Didn't have not one issue. I really would like to once I get those accounts going, we'll do like I'm excited. I'm gonna get 5 take profit accounts, and I'm really looking to do like if I can replicate what I had on that one combine. I got it into the pro level, and then I ran up like 20K in profit, took 15K in payout from one account. If I can do that on 5 accounts, oh my goodness. I think the next challenge I would like to do as soon as I can get that sorted out is I want to do 5 take profit accounts. And I want to pass the eval, which will be easy. 5 days to pass. It should be pretty easy. And then man, we just got to snipe some really good trades with that intraday drawdown. Yeah, the trailing drawdown's is a trade-off, you know. You get the daily payouts, but you got to deal with the trailing drawdown. It's tough, you know. Are you dabbing into more range trading? I'm dabbing into whatever I can get. You know what I mean? Whatever high probability setup I can grab. I want to trade that. You know. I've tried to open myself up to understanding range trading a little bit more, because at the surface, man, if you could execute range trades effectively, like, you can make really like if I can take 20 points short, 20 points long, short, long, if I can do that for 3-4 trades there, I can get 100 points out of the market. Just identifying a simple range, you know. It's really just about identifying it. If you identify it too late, probably not going to work out. Yeah, you can have great days on it. You just have to. I mean, it's hard to know the exact level. I could go short here, I could go short here, I could go short here, and it could still be within a range. You know what I mean? But we're talking about 20 points, right? Like, I want the best possible entry. Right now, this is more like it's... I mean, it's holding range, but it's not, like, really into the highs. You kind of just got to do it when it comes to your range trade, though, I think. You just kind of got to do it. Yeah, dude. No, the ranges work. Otherwise, I wouldn't be like trying, you know? These ranges work. They work. They work so well. Yeah, I'm gonna ask when I go on Top Step TV if we can trade Bitcoin. Because I have the data for it. I literally just can't purchase it.
Order rejected.
It says clip size exceeded. I have no clue. What's the red box? What are you talking about? Oh, this red box? Oh, this is just the range we're in right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm blind. This is what we're seeing here. We're just in a range right now, so as we approach the high of the range, I want to look and see how we react, and if we can, I would love to take a range trade back to the lows, possibly. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Come on now, brother. Give me something. I mean, shit. It might have to be a... It might have to be a no trade session here, man. I mean, is this more accurate? Like, is this more accurate? No, it's tough right now. Give me something, baby. It's right in the middle of the range. There's nothing here. It gave us nothing. Come on, baby. Gold's starting to move. Yeah, gold's a little extended now for me. I actually had a long, this is why my P&L is green. I had a long here that I just didn't trust gold was going to continue, so I cut it off at 38. What's a typical range in Asia session on off the back end of a mediocre New York session? Like, what's a typical? I feel like about 30 points is a decent range. Like, are we forming an internal range? Am I missing the bigger picture? Now, if we are, is that we're trading? Probably not. Like 20-point range is still a range. Not really worth trading though. Not really worth trading a 20-point range. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like, we're looking for the bigger range, but probably not worth trading. ATR is 4 on what chart? That's insane. 4. You must be on like the 5-minute. Wait. How do I? Oof. Yeah, dude, the ATR is single digits. Where do you get the 4? 5-minute chart? Oh, you're on the 1-minute chart. 4. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Hey chat, how do y'all get how do those ICT traders that I always see on TikTok get where like they're looking at it here and then off to the right they have like a big hourly candle that's like live? How do they get that? Oh shit. Okay, hold on now. We might have something here. A little movement. A little pivot off 410. Let's see if this just moves to the lows of the range here, actually. I mean, that little hiccup right there is only 7 points, but that damn near looked like the most awake this thing has looked all night. HTF power of 3. This one? By who? This one? Oh, this. Look at that. Look at it. Okay, and how do I know what candle it is? What candle is this? Is this... Hold on, let me go to a different chart. Okay. This must be the hourly because we just opened. Make sure settings to make sure to set settings to auto. Time frame. Daily? Probably the hourly, huh? Or chart? Okay. Well, maybe I would want to look at... Why is it black now? The fuck? White? Okay, so this is the hourly. And I'm on the hourly. Okay, so let me go to the 5-minute. Is there no top wick on the hourly? There's not. Okay, that's accurate. Gotta be honest, just a naked hourly candle just being up there is... I wish it would show me 2 or 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I tried. I don't like it. I don't like it. We are totally flat. I don't think there's opportunity. Wow, wow, wow. Why what? Why LOH? What does that mean? Body? This guy. Body. Oh. Oh, what the hell? What are we looking at here? What in the hell is happening here? Oh, weekly, daily, hourly, 4 hour. Okay. 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 Okay, let's do too much, right? I definitely don't need the weekly. Take that off, right? Don't need that. Probably don't need the daily. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Just the hourly. Uh-huh. Let's see. Wait, this might work out. Just draw a trend line. Wait, hold on. Fair value gap? What is this little red thing here, bro? Like, what is this shit? This ain't so bad. So this is, This should be the hourly. It didn't pop up when I go to the hourly, but it is the hourly. That's not horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. I wouldn't be opposed to using that. Just enough structure on the hourly to kind of get an idea. Yeah. And these levels are all like, this is the right level. This is like on the hourly we have this candle at 315, right? Let's see. What are we looking at? Yeah, that's accurate. Wow, okay. W indicator. I could use this. This shit could come in handy. Could come in handy. Although I guess you could just do this, right? And then pull up the hourly. That's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. I mean, we are still just in the middle of this range. This is brutal here. This is beautiful. Sorry, brutal. Brutal. Chat, what do you say? Do we just go back tomorrow morning? I'll give a couple more minutes. I absolutely hate getting on stream and not taking a trade, but I mean, we are just in the middle of the range. Just there's no trade right now. There's no trade right now for me. This is pretty bad. For some reason, I kind of thought Asia would be a little bit better than New York. Just an inkling, really, but I mean, this is disgusting. So you didn't pay attention to fair value gaps at all? I do not pay attention to fair value gaps at all, no. No, no, no. I do not. Yada, 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 yada. Hey, y'all gonna tune into Top Step TV on Friday when I go on there? I could have went on at they gave me two options. I could have gone at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. I chose 1 p.m. Hopefully there's a decent move on Friday at 1 p.m. Yeah, there might not be a decent move on Friday at 1 p.m. Maybe I chose a shitty day and time to come on. Although, in my defense, they did say they had somebody cancel on them on Friday, so I was like, okay, I'll come on Friday. Yeah, 1 p.m. Central, I'll be on Top Step. Should I switch from Forex to futures? I think you should try it out. And if you have more success on futures, then maybe you should. Get up all night again. Maybe it's a choppy Friday. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Hey, love. What you doing? I'm about to come watch Love Island. There's nothing. Trump's got this market sideways as hell. What? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I didn't quite understand
How?
What do you mean?
How are we in danger?
I don't know. It was just saying something about Texas and
From who? Iran?
yeah. It was on TikTok.
Texas is not in danger from Iran.
Are you sure?
You know what they said? They said Iran isn't even capable of getting missiles to the homeland, to the Western countries.
They said they hate the Western countries.
Yeah, but apparently they don't have the capability to get a missile all the way over here.
No, apparently other countries are giving them stuff.
Who?
I sent you a TikTok.
It's okay. I don't want to watch TikTok right now. Just tell me what you know.
It sounds like people in Texas are in danger.
No. I don't think we're in danger. It is crazy though.
I don't know. It said like other countries were giving them stuff. So
Yeah, I think they might. Maybe. I mean, Russia could. Russia's talking about they have. That they might.
yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, it's all over now. I feel like it's not all over. I feel like there's gonna be more. Stuff going on. I feel like there'll be more attacks.
Yeah, my hairstylist was saying that in where was it? I can't remember. There was some place that like they like I don't know if I can say the word. Exploded some other place. Cause like I guess people have been coming in and then they like planted some stuff and then it exploded.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at gold go.
Oh no. Just let me know.
I think we're okay, but yeah, that's wild.
I saw that TikTok and then I looked out the window and I saw this really weird cloud. Like it looked like something went flying in the air and I was like, oh my god.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
You thought a bomb was coming.
I was like, that looks suspicious.
Let me know if you see paratroopers coming down in planes.
What do they look like? Like if I
They'll be
see-
flying down with a parachute.
Parachutes?
Yeah, if like thousands of them are flying down with parachutes.
Then what do we do?
We need to get in the truck and go.
Go where? Go to Poppy's?
I don't know. Where would you go?
Where would to my grandpa's?
No, I feel like, yeah, they'd probably go to the cities.
Yeah, so we would go out to the country, but then we have to drive through the city to get all the way to the country.
Yeah, if they come down parasailing or parachute.
Can you imagine them on those little kites?
Oh, sleeper cells? Yeah, I keep hearing that. I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
What's a sleeper cell?
That's what it was.
What is a sleeper cell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like Splinter Cell.
I was thinking it was like stuff in the ground. Like, like shelters.
It said woke cities first, New York and LA. But
No, those were highlighted.
okay, if Iran came to invade, would they come from the east or the west?
People were saying
They're closer to they would come from because they always talk about the places like would be New York and the eastern states. So they wouldn't go all the way to Cali first.
right there, sleeper cells. People that have been just there for a long time and just chilling and waiting.
What?
That's what my hairstylist was saying. She said everyone was coming in and they're just waiting.
What?
Yeah. Because like people have just been able to come in here. So that's what she was saying.
Yo, that's a crazy idea.
And then, yeah, it was LA and New York that were kind of highlighted, but Texas was the only state that was, like, super highlighted. And then everybody was like, man, like, why our state out of all the others?
That's a crazy idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah. Hey, don't do that.
Quit, buddy. Hey,
Hey.
you might gotta.
Come here.
They're just walking their
It's
kid.
just a family.
Yeah, that's a crazy idea. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, somebody I know on the stream took a range trade at the 30s. What's your current idea? I mean, man, we just haven't seen much. We've been in a tight 30-point window ever since Asia opened. Colorado's the safest. Why? Because the mountains. What's the safest country?
Country or state?
Geographically, like what's the? Oh, sorry, state.
I was gonna say St. Thomas.
Would you flee to a different state if
I'd flee to St. Thomas.
you'd flee to an island? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go to an island too.
Yeah.
I think an island would be a smart place to go if there was like an invasion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you get there though while you're getting invaded?
We
You
have
get on a plane.
we have a boat.
We do. When do you want to go grab that boat? We should go grab it and do the flooring on it.
Yeah. We gotta find.
Oh, I need a tow hitch. I need to get another tow hitch.
Yeah.
I need
We
to
should
get.
have taken the other one off.
We didn't.
No. Wait, it's
Are
attached
we going to
to
your
the
grandparents?
trailer.
What trailer?
It's attached to the boat trailer. Remember? Because we got it locked.
The sleeves attached to the boat trailer,
we
but
would-
not the ball. Not the ball.
No, the ball's attached to the trailer because you would have me back up and you would put the thing in the Jeep.
Is it?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
shit.
stuck in the trailer hitch.
We can go tomorrow. I probably need a pump. I feel like the tire might be low.
It needs new tires. And we
Why are you
have-
watching gold and NQ, not gold? Just gold's too high for me.
I think we have to wait till after 4th because we've got people coming.
Oh, I want to have it parked in and that would be cool. That'd be flex.
But then no one's gonna have like a place to park.
Ohio's not safe either. Oh, sorry, Hawaii. Where would you go? Where would you go?
Maldives.
If a country came and invaded, you'd go to the Maldives.
Yeah. Actually, I would like St. Thomas. Really like that place, guys. I am just creeping in. Where would you go?
Where would I go?
If you had to pick. Oh, jeez. That's what I look like? Like, gosh. Long day.
I don't know where I would go, honestly. I'd probably go. An island seems like a good idea. Nobody can come get you in the island.
That's what I'm saying. And you can just be with the pretty water.
On the island. Nobody can get you on the island. Did you see this today? Look.
I reposted what you posted on Instagram.
Let me pull up a couple of things.
Let me do this.
Your. Where are they? Nope, that wasn't it.
There he is.
Yes, that is it.
P&Ls.
All right. Top 5 live funded P&Ls from
I'm going on
yesterday.
Friday.
We've got Shane from
Huh?
New York
Friday, I'm gonna go on.
putting up
Oh, you are?
$23,600 trading the NQ yesterday. Nice
I'll
job,
put
Shane.
you on the big screen.
Lee
downstairs.
from Taiwan, 10,346 trading the Nasdaq. Also, Braden mixing it up between a couple different markets, micros and minis, gold, Nasdaq and S&P, and the micros for all
Braden
those
from
contracts.
Texas.
Spread some love around. Took home a total of
Brandon.
$7,997.
Everyone calls him Brandon.
Great job, Braden. Chun Lin trading the NQ, $6,720,
Are you
and
nervous?
Ryan L.
Are you nervous?
Florida.
No.
Don't be nervous. I would get nervous. Use the headphone thing.
They said Braden C is coming on.
You were shouting?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I think I was talking.
We tried getting him scheduled this week. I think we're gonna try to get him
Friday.
Friday.
So should I like make you like a little breakfast in the morning?
Payout numbers. Decent
Would you like that?
Like breakfast?
Like maybe some little pancakes?
Yeah, that'd be
I can
good.
put some sprinkles in them. I just got sprinkles.
No, I don't want pancakes.
What do you want? Eggs?
I'm not a really big breakfast person.
I
I'm
know.
not. I go on at 1 p.m.
Oh, okay.
This range trade worked out, by the way. I just never got into it because this still kind of felt like the middle of the range here. The 430s kind of still felt like the middle of the range. We still had a 20-point high up here, or another 15 points. So I just didn't take it. But there's 30 points right there. We might have to go watch Love Island, baby.
it's not until... Oh, it's 8:30. It could be out.
There ain't shit here, damn it.
No, guys, he really doesn't eat breakfast. We don't really eat breakfast.
I contribute a lot of my success to
why I
not
offered.
having breakfast. Why do y'all think I trade so shitty in the New York session? I don't eat breakfast.
No, we don't. We eat like one meal a day, and that's like dinner. Actually, he eats a lot more than me. You've been snacking lately.
Dude, my meals today were all sorts of fucked up. Y'all want to know what I had today? What did I have before you left?
I don't know.
This was my meal. This was my whole thing today. I started off. I just ate a couple hours ago. My first meal. I kind of fast without like trying to.
Not really. You snack a lot.
I know I snack, but after I get started, I start snacking. But I wait a while. I don't have breakfast. First thing I had, spicy noodles.
Those things are really, really spicy.
They were so spicy, I had to give up. I gave up, and then I had to go eat ice cream. And then I had a smoothie.
You had a smoothie?
And then I had 4 Slim Jims.
You had 4?
That's what I've had
I just
today.
bought those today.
That's what I've had today. Oh, then I had 4 little Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches. They're small.
You gave me crap for eating
fruit.
2.
I could eat fruit in the morning. I could do fruit. I definitely could do fruit in the morning.
Did you eat my sandwiches? Or yours?
Guys, did I miss out on a range trade here? Like, in the hindsight, should I have taken this short right here? I mean, I guess so, right? Totally missed it. The idea here, Liz, is that
Was that my fault?
no, it's been a while, but this trade, I was looking at this trade and it did work out, but I just never took it. Because I mean, like, the truth is this is still the middle of the range right here. Like, it's a little bit higher than the middle, but it's still pretty much the middle of the range.
This seems like middle to me.
Yeah, but it's a couple points. It's a couple points. So, I don't know. But yeah. There's your range trade. It works. I mean, this was high. These are lows. So I was kind of just waiting to tap into the high again. Then take it short. But the idea here is that buyers are supporting price here, right, Liz?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're giving up on the price at the high. Because we sell back down into point A. Then point B. But point B just didn't come up quite as high as I thought it would. I wanted to see it back here. And then I just wanted to take it back down here, right? Just in a range.
I don't know.
I guess there's an internal high here, but that's exactly where.
This is where I would have gone.
I mean, I guess to take a range trade, you don't want this breaking out and above a previous high, right? It can pull into it, but I mean, if it breaks, it's probably not. Not to say it can't stay in a range, even if it does break. You can have small bleeds out above it and still sell back in, but maybe the tick chart's not the right thing to look at when you're looking at that, because that does look like, yeah, now on the 15-minute this looks like a better setup to me. I don't know.
I think Love Island's doing a recoupling.
This night, tonight, a hot new couple
Leaves
enters
the
the
villa.
villa. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there was a sell here. I just didn't get it. That would have worked though. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna dip off, dude. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I don't don't think I've ever done a stream and not taken a trade, but there's just nothing here. I think we're off.
We'll tell them
Say
night
bye.
night. And say have a good night.
Everybody have a good night, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning,
Mm-hmm.
bright and early.